Steelhead. One of many deemed the fish of 1,000 casts. A fish that has eluded me for over a decade, but this winter, I'm determined to change that. In this series, I will be documenting my journey as I grind through the winter in search of my first winter chrome in over 12 years. In today's video, we're joined by Evan from Oregon Reel Fishing as we hit a new river, fish some low water conditions, and capture some incredible footage you're not going to want to miss.
No way! Dude, what? No way! You ready to do this? Good to see you.
I met up with Evan just before sunrise and followed him to a spot where he had caught a steelhead the day prior, which gave me high hopes. With the lack of rain through the month, the water levels dropped, decreasing the amount of fresh fish in the rivers. And with the increasing clarity of water, presented a new challenge, making these already elusive fish all that much harder to catch. We adjusted our plan of attack to align with these unfavorable conditions, decreasing the size of everything we threw, hoping that finesse would be the key. The lure of choice today was a 16th ounce addicted micro jig on 8-pound leader. We ran an 1/8 ounce float, fished with my Shimano Stradic on my 9.9 Stryker rod, allowing me to make soft and accurate casts. We gave the first spot a good hour and a half of non-stop drifts before hopping around to a few other spots.
A little rundown of what we're working with today. Unfortunately, river conditions are not ideal. It's been a while since we've had any rain, so we haven't had that fresh push of fish. So a lot of these fish are held up in these holes that we're just drifting over and over and over again. Water's pretty low, very, very clear. So we're going at it with a very finesse approach. Just trying to go as light as possible, as finesse as possible, just to not spook these guys, because like I said, the water's super clear. So we want to drift these holes nice and quiet and get in front of them. Not a lot of people out fishing, but not surprised with the conditions the way they are, which is nice. We get the river to ourselves, not complaining there. Just gotta wait for that rain. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It looks like it's about 2 weeks out until it rains. But we're grinding, we're giving it our best shot. Evan caught one yesterday, so like there's obviously fish in here to be caught. We just got to find them. I'm running this whole setup on my Stryker 9.9. This rod is absolutely perfect for this type of fishing. If you guys want to check out their stuff, link in the description to their website. Well, that's basically the rundown for today, is finesse. Ultra clear, low water, keeping it nice and spook free, because we do not want to scare these fish off. We'll give it a grind and see how it goes.
After checking out some new holes and making multiple casts, we realized with the dropping river levels that the spot we started would be our best bet. So we headed back where we started, throwing almost everything in our tackle. With it looking like these fish were lockjawed for the day, I wanted to try something different to get an idea of what was going on below the surface.
Got Northwest DIY over here.
We're gonna see what we can see down below by throwing my brand new GoPro on a float rig. Swapping out my bead for a GoPro. You might have to put this out there because I don't have waders. Yeah, just literally just let it float over that hole. Get it out a little further so I'm not catching anything.
It's the weirdest type of fishing I've ever done. I just want to know what it even looks like. I mean, do anything different.
Oh my God.
What the? What?
No way!
Dude, what?
No way! Nice.
What? What the?
Oh, no way, man.
They're just stacked under there, bro. What?
All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of the events that we've just unfolded over here. The bite's been very slow, the water's low, it's clear. We decided that we wanted to take a look underneath this shelf to see what it looked like. So we took my float setup and we did a little DIY project and made our own little underwater cam setup and dropped it down just to see if we could see anything. And this was the first shot we got. So right off the bat, we're blown away because not every day you get to see what that looks like. Not only we get this awesome footage of these fish, these very elusive fish, but also that's given us an idea of what it looks like when conditions are like this, why the bite's so tough, and just what they're doing. So we're seeing fish moving all around, fish that we can't see. I'm gonna drop the camera down there some more because this is some unreal footage that I've never been able to capture. And the fact that the camera's pointing the right way is in our favor is pretty cool. So although we didn't catch any fish today, we did catch fish, just in a different sense. So enjoy more underwater footage.
As the GoPro drops down below one last time to greet these finicky steelhead, above the surface we say farewell to the second trip in the books.
All right, guys, we're taking off. We threw the kitchen sink at them. As you can see, there was plenty of fish here, but they just didn't want to bite. Like I said, we threw everything we could. But big shout out to Evan for taking me out here. This is footage you don't get very often, and when you do, it's just as awesome as catching the fish.
No one likes going home empty-handed from a fishing trip. And when multiple dry trips is sometimes what it takes, it can be a hard pill to swallow. But I found having good company, even on a bad day of fishing, is the key to staying motivated. And with being someone who creates videos for a living, looking for that next best shot to stand out is always the goal. And the fact that we were able to unexpectedly capture footage beyond what I thought we would see, it makes the trip all the more worthwhile. While this imagery may not be new to others, this was a first for both of us, an exciting one at that.
No way! Dude, what? No way!
Another huge shout out to Evan from Oregon Reel Fishing for joining us on today's video. Of course, his channel will be linked down in the description below, along with all the gear used today. And even though we put the effort in today and couldn't get a bite, we still caught something that brings home a different meaning. And I'm more than excited to add another chapter to the narrative. On the next installment of the Cold Steel Diaries, we're joined once again by Evan from Oregon Reel Fishing and Riley from Stones Fishing, as I push harder than ever with multiple trips in 1 week, facing freezing cold temps. But as the winter gets colder, the bite starts to heat up.
If you enjoyed today's video, the algorithm has another one recommended for you right here, and from personal experience, it's a damn good one. If you don't want to miss out on future videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hope to catch you and some fish in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get back fishing.
Like the cool blue light